every hour,
every minute,
and every second.
Breaking news occur
from our villages,
in our cities,
new government policies,
the economy,
politics,
social news,
entertainment news,
security concerns.
We the people converge
to analyze,
separating facts from fiction,
lies and truth.
We dissect,
we integrate,
we harmonize,
we criticize,
and we bring you all the juicy details.
Live on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri. It is Straight Talk.
Straight Talk.
Straight Talk on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri.
Kapua! Shall I begin? I am your host. I am your anchorman. I am the presiding bishop of this ministry, and I am awesome. My name is Barry Cosmos, the Radio Marshal, the Buruburu One on radio, the Okenze on radio, your big brother on radio. I am the main event, and I am here.
Live on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri.
Are you ready? Good morning and welcome to the show. Welcome everybody. This is Straight Talk Live on Echo FM 100.7. Welcome aboard, people. Well, happy weekend to you all. Thank God it's Friday. And every Friday, what we do is to try and do a recap of the major stories that really broke the headlines during the week. And this morning, we will be taking a look generally at the political landscape in Nigeria. So many things are happening. But notably, today, the ADC is breathing a sign of relief. So, okay. Because the court has affirmed the leadership of David Mark and, of course, Aregbesola and the rest of them. So, Atiku is now like saying, hey, what a bombshell for people who don't run. All right. Well, that is just a party... a case filed by one other man who has since left the ADC to join the APC. But the case of Bala Gombe is still pending. And, of course, we never can tell what will happen in Nigerian jurisprudence. But at the end of the day, that is what it is. That's the biggest news coming in now. Yesterday, we talked about Adeyemi and Gbajabiamila and the bribery case allegation and forgery allegation. Well, the matter is in court right now. Yesterday on national television, this man was interviewed, but he never gave anything away. All right, not forgetting Kenneth Okonkwo has gone back to the national television again. Kenneth, where they run in agreement and serve him. But Natogo National TV, Ingogo, he said he has not received any letter from the court why the court has granted Peter Obi's lawyers permission to serve him without his presence. They can go and paste it on his gate. They say they should paste it as his last known residence. Does it mean say they don't know his residence or Abuja? Well, Kenneth Okonkwo has also said that Atiku has found him worthy to name him as his spokesman. And we were wondering, what did he want to talk? All the things he said against Atiku last election. How is he now going to come and convince Nigerians that Atiku is not the right guy, saying Peter Obi is not decisive? This is one side. Peter Obi on his own is now, his name has been submitted, but his deputy, Kwankwaso, is still having issues. So with this now, INEC has not fully put in Kwankwaso's name. And based on that, you know what thing go follow. The next thing, they go begin say, na plan. They don't want to make Kwankwaso do. The next thing, you go here say, na Igbo man done the plan against Kwankwaso. They want to change Kwankwaso. All those kind of, brouhaha that comes up with these things. But NDC is telling their party members, relax, nothing mega. It will be done. Not forgetting that the NDC is still like the courts that it's not, they said it didn't deregister them, but it said that they should go back to status quo before they were made a political party. What does that mean? You are not a political party. That matter is still hanging on the threshold of Nigerian politics. So our political landscape today, don't forget, Nigeria's political landscape is entering a decisive phase ahead of the 2027 general elections. While the governing All Progressive Congress, APC, remains the dominant force, well, opposition parties are undergoing significant realignments, but their realignments, will it be enough? The ADP is one of such parties. And today, we will, by the grace of God, if he shows up, be hosting the National Vice Chairman South, Dr. Kachi Nwoga, who will be joining us on this show today to have a go on the political landscape and what to expect. Well, joining me in the studio right now at this moment is the award-winning journalist. Of course, he's a person that needs no introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Chief Comrade Salvatore Amadi. Good morning, Salvatore.
Great Friday morning to you, Barry Cosmos. Incidentally, it just so happens that on this very day in 2011, there was a very, very deadly bombing taking place in Maiduguri, courtesy of Boko Haram terrorists.
All right. Yeah, the video of the terrorists who thought they were going to overwhelm the Nigerian military barracks there. They came with all their machine guns, their trucks, and all that, trying to overwhelm. But despite all the firing, nothing happened. The army stood gallant, and then they withstood their grounds until the Air Force came on board and sent all of them to the early grave. The rest of them ran into the bush. They thought it was going to be bush as usual. But the air flights and the drones followed them, drew out their map, and they still went after them in the bush. So they lost a lot, and while the military was standing gallant. So everybody clap for Nigerian army. When they do well to praise them. You don't just wake up and they start criticizing Nigerian army like, say, they need to try. Well, also, this week, Chief Comrade, I don't know if you have seen the dragging of pastors, especially the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Adeboye has been dragged all over social media for his stance, because all this while they have been saying a whole lot of things. He has said nothing. But now he has come up to say something that has made every Nigerian criticizing him to start talking again. The tongues are wagging. He petitioned Jonathan because of insecurity when the Chibok girls were taken. He said the church cannot stay quiet. And then he collected signatures for a 1 million march against Jonathan. He joined the nationwide protest against Jonathan over insecurity. Now, he, same man, now that he has come to what they say his brother or his political party member, those are talks from the social media, he is saying the president has done his bit, that the commander-in-chief has gathered all his chiefs and given them an instruction. What else can he do? Should he go and wear khaki and go into the forest to go and fight the terrorists? That the president can only give instructions. So they are asking him, did Jonathan give instruction or he did not give instruction? So why were you gathering 1 million march, and why were you attacking Jonathan up to the point of going to a rally where they carried Jonathan's coffin and they were singing death to Jonathan, and he was there as a man of God? They have been dragging him left, right, and center, comparing him with the Winners Chapel, where Oyedepo was saying the president is not doing well. You are waiting for somebody to come and tell you you're not doing well. You are not doing well. Everybody says you're not doing well. It means you're not doing well. So with this is another top story that has been trending within the week. So everybody feel free to add your voice to any of these stories within the week. Today is the weekend edition, and we usually do things that we were unable to tackle within the week. And of course, you will have your say on all of this, okay? So that is what we'll be doing today while we await the arrival of our special guest, Dr. Kachim Morgan, this morning to discuss the political landscape as the ADP Vice Chairman South. Definitely, he will be here. Let's hope so. All right. Comrade Salvatore.
Yes. Of course, you need not be told as to the undercurrents of the statement by the so-called man of God. I say so-called man of God because in Nigeria you have now a preponderance of what I call faith-fear fraudsters. That's the, as in the, 3M, Ponzi fraudsters. You now have 3F religious fraudsters who just capitalize on the naivety of Nigerians to, rake in billions and smile to the bank on a daily basis. You don't know that actually what they're after is the money in your pocket, no matter how poor you are, as long as you just can be convinced to come to night vigils 7 nights in a week. They don't bother what implications that will have on your health as a human being, sleepless nights, and you're not expected to be emaciating and all of that.
Go to night vigil, go to work the next morning. For 7 straight days.
You begin to ask, how productive can these human beings be with these so-called men of God and their fraudulent activities, as far as I'm concerned. Now, of course, it smacks of ethnicism, it smacks of nepotism, tribalism, which has been on the table for decades now in this country. In other words, my brother can commit the crime and go scot-free because he's my brother. No other reasonable reasons adduced. It is a case of, it is our turn to commit national maladministration.
All right.
As the North has, done its bit through Buhari, it is now the turn of the, let me just say, the Northwest.
All right.
Did its own via Buhari. Now the Southwest is doing its turn at national maladministration via Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which is very, very regrettable.
All right, let's get to some of the headlines on the papers that are very, very important for us. Now, according to the Vanguard newspaper this morning, priced out of bed. Women battle soaring child delivery costs. For many expectant mothers in Nigeria, childbirth is no longer just a medical journey. It has become a financial ordeal. Soaring hospital bills, hidden charges, and difficult decisions force families to choose between delivering safely in the hospital or turning to risky alternative. And this is a very serious matter, very serious health and financial matter. With rising costs, and now in the hospital, almost every woman, I don't know what's going on, this hospital, these smaller, younger hospitals, Every time you go there, they want to do cesareans because you are going to pay through your nose when it comes to cesarean. And some women, again, delivering has become a very big problem. Now they have to deal with the high cost of delivery. When they say women dealing with it, it's mostly their husband that deals with the price and all that. So it is why is childbearing becoming so difficult in the hospitals? What has increased? Is it the labor of the woman pushing the baby out that is making hospitals now charge this astronomical cost of delivery for the bed the woman will sleep? Or is it the after-birth injections and all those cleaning and all those things that will make these things so expensive? That's just very confusing. What's your own take on this one?
The health sector in Nigeria is simply riding, or let me just say, operating under the dictates of a very, very simple economic principle. And that is, you have demand. When you have high demand and you have less, you don't have enough available services to meet the demands, what else do you have apart from skyrocketing cost? When you have a situation where you have less than 10% of what's budgeted for the health sector made available, you begin to ask yourself, what the heck is going on in this country?
Oh, wow.
So therein lies the simple explanation. You have budget that is made and people prefer to steal the money meant for the health sector and stack them in their houses waiting for the next election to buy votes with the money. So
this is so sad.
It's a very, very pathetic
This is
situation.
so sad because every aspect of Nigerian is now becoming a do-or-die affair for people. You can't have good jobs. When you have a good job, the money they pay you goes to bills, and bills is now becoming like, and the poorer or the higher money you make, the more life becomes for you difficult. And that's so sad. Pregnant women, every time a woman gets pregnant, the man is no longer thinking about the safety of the child or the safety of the mother. He's now